This is your brain. This is your brain on procrastination. What's up, my nerds? Today on Inslinging Monday, the topic is procrastination. Procrastination is a word that's used often enough, but never as often as when describing a writer who has to write something. Man, this first draft really needs to get done, but my house looks unusually and randomly messy for some reason. I better clean it from top to bottom. Procrastination. Man, these edits need to be turned in soon, but Netflix isn't gonna watch itself. Procrastination. Have you ever waited for the night before an assignment was due to actually write it? Procrastination. Procrastination is when you do everything under the sun except the one thing that you have to do. And the crazy part is that we actually enjoy writing. We want to write. We thrive on it. But it isn't easy. It's hard. And cleaning my bathroom is the opposite of hard. I mean, it's gross, but it's still easier. I mean, I'll be the first to admit that I suffer from procrastination like it's my job. It wasn't until this morning that I realized that I have been lying to myself a little bit the past few weeks. I mean, yeah, I've had some irregularly scheduled programming, like renovating the kitchen, which is sucking the lifeblood out of me. But it made me realize that life only seems a little bit busier when you're procrastinating. When you have things to do and people to hold you accountable to do them on time, the walls just sort of close in. But when you put things into perspective and think about the things that you do on a daily basis without even realizing that you're doing them, it makes a little bit more sense. We have jobs, we have families, some of us have children, we have houses, we go to school. They're pretty all-consuming things, but in the greater outlook of it, they're manageable. Because they're constants in a life full of variables. And that, my friends, is why NaNoWriMo works. I'm not really sure if there are any other big holidays during the month of November other than American Thanksgiving, but for the most part, throughout the month of November, for people participating in NaNoWriMo, of course, it only really gets busier because we're writing. We're turning something that may have been a variable into a constant for 1 month. Now, I know a lot of writers may not agree with me, but I consider writing a variable in my life. I don't absolutely have to write every single day. I do, however, absolutely have to feed my child. Writing is something that I fit in whenever it can fit. And for the most part, that's every day. Sometimes it's 3 days a week. Sometimes it's 1 day a week. Once November starts, we're writing every day. We're developing them routines. We're making it a constant in our lives. Not only are we trying to attain a seemingly unattainable goal, but we're driving ourselves crazy doing it. And we love every second of it. There are masses of people on the internet doing NaNoWriMo, so there is always going to be someone there to hash out a plot with or talk about naming your characters or settings. Something to get you through to meet your word goal for that day. Or if you're like me, you need someone to pull you away from the TV and other various internet distractions and tell you to get to work. It's a chance to feel amazing at the end of the month because you actually accomplished something that you set out to do. Is NaNoWriMo easy? No, not by a long shot. And if there is any advice I can give you for going into Nano, it's don't procrastinate. You get to the end of the month and you're like 1,200 words shy of that 50,000 words and you've got 15 minutes left. It sucks. So don't do procrastination, kids. It's a gateway activity that can lead you to some unsavory places. Like a Target an hour before a birthday party, with one register open and a line the size of Texas. Or, even worse, a half-assed essay that won't get you any more than a C+. If there is anything that I've learned about procrastination, it's that if you wait until the last minute, what may seem like a great idea at the time may turn out to be less than stellar. Nowhere near as good as you had hoped. C+ isn't looking so great right now. Procrastination. So stop procrastinating and get your copy of Damsel Distressed by Kelsey Mackey. See what I did there? This Sunday is our WordNerd Book Club live chat for Damsel Distressed, which means you have a week to read it and then tune in Sunday and talk to us about it. And for those who watched my video last week, this is one of the illustrations that I wanted to show you. Look at the code hidden in there. You scan with your phone, you listen to the song after you've read chapter 13, and why wouldn't you want that? Also, if you missed it, the author of Damsel in Distress was our guest vlogger on Friday, link in the doobly-doo. You need to check out her Inspiration Corner because it's pretty fantastic. So go get it and read it, and I will see you on Sunday.